Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Two Idiots, One Console, except it's one idiot and one console because the other one's at work. Obviously, we're doing this again. So, last time did not go so hot, if you weren't here for it. Basically lasted about a half hour. Which is not ideal. We're gonna try it again. Alright. So, the plan is, as I usually do, we're gonna go ahead and set up everything ahead of time, and then let them build and do what they're gonna do. Alright, so, I'm gonna leave that row so that it has somewhere to go. Yeah, it did not end well. I kind of, like, it felt like I turned around for 2 seconds and everybody died, so we're trying again. Hopefully it goes better this time. If it doesn't, I'm not hugely surprised. If you do hear stuff in the background, I'm sorry, I have to have the window open. I mentioned this in the last video of this that I did, but, the apartment that we live in, it does this stupid fucking thing where every year that we've lived here thus far, the air conditioning has broken in the middle of the summer. And the maintenance guys just turn up, wave a heat gun at the ceiling and go, "See? It's blue. It cold. Blow cold air. Not broken." And we go, "Yeah, it's like definitely broken though, because it's 90 the fuck degrees in here." And then they'll be like, "Well, you need to close your windows, like close the blinds on your windows. Obviously, the sun makes it hot in here." And I'm like, I think that air conditioning should be able to keep up with it when it was completely able to keep up with it with no problem a week ago, but sure, whatever. Anyway, I have beef with the maintenance department here. But yeah, so if you do hear anything in the background, I am sorry. And also, I am not sorry for being as frustrated as I am. Which I am just gonna go ahead and set up, like, everything, so that we're good to go. I just press play and it happens, you know? Which is essentially what I did last time. Which this time I think I'm gonna do it a little bit smarter with the farm, maybe. Which I think I only want it to be, yeah, like that. And then we'll go ahead and take that right up to the woods. And then that needs to go there, so that it can go here. So that we can do a couple of different things. The first of which being put the dam across the river. Which, now we path. And then we're gonna set up lumberjacks on both sides. And pre-mark out what I want cut over here as well. Which last time I did this that way. This time I'm gonna do it long ways. I highly doubt it matters. Alright. Getting stuff going. Hopefully this is gonna go better than it did last time. Oop, not where I want. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to leave those alone to hopefully spread a little bit on their own. Let's go ahead and get a path going down to this side, leaving some space open in case I need it. Let's go ahead and set up the gathering flags, which I should only really need one for every berry patch, if all goes to plan. Which I'm going to go ahead and up the priority of these immediately. As well as the workplace priority, because it is vital that somebody is always in these. Don't necessarily need all three at once, but we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to up the... You know what, actually, I'm just going to come around with the damn tool for it later. Alright. Whoop, wrong button. I want to try and have this hit everywhere. Or at least as much of everywhere as we can. We'll go ahead and do that and that. This one will focus on harvest. That one will focus on plant. Which I'm not particularly worried about that right now because the thing that killed us last time was food, and then the thing that almost killed us last time was water. So this time I want to specifically work toward not having to worry about it. Ah! Which I am gonna line this entire part with water pumps, just so I'm ready for it. I think I'm gonna leave these two this time. I had a much different setup last time. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and set up for carrots. We'll go ahead and do that like so. And then I had, over here, I had the inventor. If I put that like that, can I put a house? Yeah, it'll block it. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and delete that one real quick. And reorganize. I do really like it shoved in that alcove, though. Yeah, no, it's staying there. I like it. I like it where it is. So we can't put anything there, which is fine, whatever. We'll start with this and this, which will house everybody that we currently have, and then plus a couple, because we definitely need that. Alright, go ahead and do this. Perfect. Alright. I need water storage. That would be in storage, not water. Thanks, Brandon. I don't have haulers yet. These are probably going to move. And then let's go ahead and set all of these to... You know, I can... Well, we'll start with the first one, but I'll set them all to water later, because... Not worried about it. Alright, so we've got everything going. Let's go ahead and start assigning priorities. Which... I'm gonna wait on that one. And then we need these guys and these guys. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around and pause a couple of... I might just do it now. Whatever. We'll think about it later. Next priority would be this one. 3 more of these. That'll be it. Yeah, so we'll start with that. Everything else might as well be paused. Alright. We'll let them start moving on that. We'll go ahead and set the rest of these to water. I would normally be faster at this, but he's got like the weirdest fucking mouse and I have to play on his computer because mine would not support recording. Alright, good, good. We've got 2 beavers that don't have a job left. Let's go ahead and... Have I raised the workplace priority of this? Yes. Have I raised the workplace priority of this? No. Alright. These are our most vital things. Those have to happen. So those should fill. Despite, at this point. What lacks a worker? Lumber flag. Which one? Hello? That one. Okay. The one that I didn't look at. That's fine. I can pause. Oh shit, I need also... This is going to be at this priority for now because I do need to get the rest of everything else set up first, but once we've got that going, the big problem that happened to us last time was drought. Alright. I'm actually going to have y'all work through the night right now, as much as that's going to suck, because that was another thing that kind of fucked us over last time. Okay, perfect. That's there. Where am I at? Alright. Let's go ahead and up the priority of this. Hopefully they will build this first, though, because that would be nice to have. You know what, I think I'm gonna pause these far ones for now. Oop. Wrong button. Let's go ahead and put you in here. Because I can rotate where everybody getting logs is. I padded this, right? Yeah, I did. Last time I forgot to. Alright, so now we kind of sit back for a little bit. I took a sip of water. Everybody else take a sip of water. How close are we to that? At least we can fill that up during the drought if we need to. Oh, good, they are working on it a little bit. Let's go ahead and unpause that one. That way the wood's right here. I gotta give them like 2 hours to sleep, so hopefully they do. Okay, y'all can have 4 hours, because apparently you desperately need it. Alright, last time drought was announced today. Oh, a break. Now I'm second guessing if I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. Alright, everybody's got sleep. Shelter is the next problem. Alright, we're getting close to having a little bit of water storage going, which obviously it would be really nice to have a buffer. And then another thing that I did last time right around now was I set up for this. Which now I don't know if I want it over here. Can I put that on that? No. Whoop, wrong button. Pause you ahead of time, because I don't want anything to go toward that right now. No, power. There we go. Got 7 out of 20 there. 13 out of 15 there. We are back to the waiting game. I think I can speed that up a little bit. Have an extra guy, might as well throw him somewhere. Alright, somebody hit it with a hammer. Come on. Man, am I playing on the hardest difficulty? Can I see what difficulty level I'm playing on here? I am like 90% sure I am. I'm just surprised we've made it through this many days. There we go. A little bit of a buffer. Let's go ahead and start working on the path for this, because that won't take us very far away. There we go. Alright, that's all pathed up. Basin's nearly full. And then we're gonna get kind of a second wind for building from here, so... Will the trees replant if I don't clear the stumps? I'm gonna Google it. It seems like as it will replant onto the stumps. I'm remembering that there's like these 4 in a row right here, and if those don't clear, then we will have our answer. Oh, sick, they finished that. Hey, well, I was looking down. Alright, we might want to redistribute a little bit what our priorities are, so let's go ahead and make these 4 a little bit higher priority. These can become a little bit higher priority, as can this. And those are the things I want y'all working on right now. 5 empty workstations, that's fun. They're probably all on this side of the river. Oop. Those are both paused, let's see if they're sitting around here. Alright, you are, so you go ahead and go that way. We'll just go ahead and... Alright. We can go do something else for a little bit. I want to keep building happening. Oh, Pina. Like from Sword Art Online. I'm weird. Sorry. That's where the 3 are. Let's go ahead and take you down to 1, take you down. Only got 1 day left until the drought. I'd really like to get some water into those. Hey! Alright, this is going better than last time. So... I should be able to take a second right now to do some stupid shit. So what I was doing was I was pathing up this way so that I could get to this blockage here. Which comes up there. Can't go around that way. I keep forgetting. Can I go here? No. Alright, but as long as they don't touch the bad water, they shouldn't get sick. And then coming up from here, going here, and then I figured out that I can sort of do what feels like cheating and set a block there. Staircase, staircase. Oop. There we go. And then it was during me trying to get to this one, which I need to clear these so that I can do what I need to do in the event of a bad tide. There's the drought. And then we take this way, and then this way, and then this way. Ooh, and then I remember the problem that I was having here. Which is fine. I can fix that by, instead of doing this, building dams here, because it's going to go down that way anyway. Yeah. And then I'll need to be able to get up on top of these, which is fine. I'll just go ahead and path it so that I remember that that's what I want to do. Cool. Alright. We are doing good on the waterfront, though. Fuck yeah. I am gonna stop these for now. 2 empty workspaces. Let's go ahead and take you down to 1 as well. What does everybody want? Oh, food. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, which that is gonna be a problem. 3 days. Okay. Should be fine, hopefully. And then eventually I'm going to go ahead and build storage for that. They're going to finish the houses. That, of course, is where we don't have a beaver. So what can I undo? What can I get rid of? We don't need both of you. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Have we cut everything within the cutting area? Yes, we have. Cool. There's that 4 in a row again. But everything's not irrigated over here, so that's fine. Eventually we're going to have the gates here, which I'll just set those to be only a little bit lower than these are, so that we always have a little bit of water in here. Eventually I'm going to have the floodgates over there as well. That's what these are called, right? Yeah, floodgates. Alright. No, we're doing pretty good right now. I'm worried about the food, though. I am indeed worried about the food. There's no point in having a Morcaton right now. I don't think we're really doing much. Yeah, alright. So we're gonna run out of berries, which is alright. I think I have enough to feed everybody for 1 more day, which is okay. And then I don't know if they die of hunger in 2 days or not. Oh, good. The first of them already anyway. Perfect. Good timing. Alright. Off to a good start. Okay, so we definitely need to get science going at this point. I also think I want to put 1 more beaver on the harvest team. Oh, there already are 2 beavers on the... Am I nuts? No, he just immediately filled the spot that was open in here. That's fine. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. Hopefully we have some more beavers soon. Alright, this is going well. Hey, new high score. Okay. What is next? So I can probably pause this gatherer, which gives me 1 extra beaver, which means I can go ahead and set up another science area. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and plop that right there. They'll build it, they've got nothing else to do. Which we've actually got a decent amount of logs lying around too. Yeah, plenty enough to build that. Cool, that works. So I need, probably in order, I need to, ooh, no, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. So in order, I think I want to clear the blockages while also setting these up, so I need stairs. And then once I've done the thing that I need with stairs, oh no, I do need to get this working first. Alright, unpause. Let's go ahead and make that slightly higher priority. And then how much do I need to unlock stairs? 70. So I'm on my way. They make like 1 an hour. They're working for 16 hours right now, so in 2 days they can make 32. So I should be able to do this tomorrow. And we've actually got food going, so that's perfect. Alright, this is already going better than we had it last time. Last time we weren't able to really set up the farm because we lost water here. We didn't make it to the drought, but now we've only got 1 more day, and we're going to have some more water. So that's good. We're down to 38 water, but I actually think that we can survive this whole drought with that. Fuck yeah, buddy. Alright. And then they're starting to fill up the rest of the housing, which is good. Let's go ahead and set up for another layer of housing, because usually what I just do here is I stack. Skyscraper time. So I've only got 1 log left. That's fine, it's all going here. Do the baby trees die any faster than the adults? 8.6, yeah. They don't. Alright, that's cool. Alright, which we're kind of just waiting on stuff to happen in the rest of the area here. Do an experiment, shall we? Alright. Back to the waiting game. Damn, it takes a long time for the water to get here. Here it comes. Cool. And perfect timing, because we are down to 5 water. Once I fill these all up, that'll be great for next season. Voila. Alright. So we'll go ahead and put these here, and in the other spots that they need to be, so that they're ready ahead of time. Beans. Alright, that's all done and ready. This is actually pretty damn close to being done. We're regaining water, we've got plenty of food. Right now we can afford to just sit and wait it out. Pretty much. Some people are thirsty, but that's fine. We're making water. What 2 stations? Both of the research stations, because of course it is. So, somebody died of old age, yeah. We only had 1 die of old age, shouldn't that have... We should still be doing research here. Whatever. Alright, I've got half of all of the lumber production paused. Let's pause the less... Well, these are gonna grow faster, so let's pause you. And then at least we'll still be making some science, because we really do need to be. And then, do we need... We don't need that many builders. There's still a spot open? What the hell is happening? What is it now? I mean, yeah, I mean... But, what... Hello, what the fuck? Sure, I guess. Alright. How long until, does it say how long until these seed? No. It takes 7 days to grow. Oh, now we're doing that. Okay. We'll go ahead and set up for that. Oop, wrong button. Ah. Alright, so on the bright side we have plenty of food, plenty of water. Now we're just kind of waiting on everything else to happen. We're actually going to get a full 45-minute episode out of this, damn. Oh, cool. Okay. got that. Now we need that. And how much do I need for a forester? I only need 30 for a forester, but I also kind of need the floodgates, which is 150. So there's the question. I don't think that they would immediately hit me with a bad tide, but we also really need to get this shit going as quickly as we can. Which would also be nice to have some levies for. I think I'm gonna wait for the floodgate. So I'm making 32 every day. I need 150 for the floodgate. So knowing that I need 150 for the floodgate, I'm gonna get up to 100 tomorrow. Up to, well, technically 102 tomorrow. I'm gonna get up to 134 the next day, so it's gonna be 3 days in-game until I can unlock the floodgate. I only set myself back 1 day if I get the forester first, but we can afford to kind of sit on our asses right now. I only need one more log for that. Could my paranoia maybe the fuck not today? After this episode, I'm gonna go sit outside for a while. Which one's empty now? Oh, shit. Ah. I don't want you to start processing logs. Perfect. Up a science point further than I thought we'd be. One beaver without a job. Is there any point in putting anybody anywhere else? Pretty much just need science. I guess I could make another science hut. Why not? Let's make it a little bit faster. Go ahead and raise the priority of that and I'll focus on it. How long do these take to grow? 2 days. Good. Not long at all. Alright, so that's good. As long as we know that it's going to be into a drought, we know what we're doing. Like, we know exactly what we're facing, because the problem is going to come in when we get to needing things to not go past here. Which eventually what I want to do is I want to actually set up the gates here and then figure out somewhere else to shunt this stuff. Well, let me see, if I block it here and I block it here, it's going to go this way, flow around here, going to go over this way, dump itself into here, and then go off screen. Okay, so I can totally do that. That's going to be a bit of a longer term project, but that's fine. So at that point what I'd want to do is probably block it here, which is good. And then block it as close to up here as I can so that I keep this area green as well, and then I can use that area for even more planting. Sick. Alright, we're almost at 150. Still only got them working 16 hours, that's fine. Or at least it should be. Yes. Floodgate. Good. Alright, where do I want to put these? I think it'll be shortest if I put them like this. Alright, let's go ahead and let's put them here. We'll go ahead and raise the priority of that as well. And then I am gonna actually start needing the lumberjack. Or not the lumberjack, what is this? Lumber mill. There we go. Lumber. Still lumber. Alright, and you can go ahead and pause for now. Drought started. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I think I am gonna turn up the working hours just a little bit because I'm getting antsy. I'm gonna yell at y'all to take a sip of water every time I take a sip of water. Take a sip. Which, if you hear me drinking something, and I don't say take a sip, I do have something that's not... Oh, fuck, I'm out of power. I do have something here that is also not water, because, frankly, fuck you. I want a fun drink, and a hydrating drink. Entrance blocked. There we go. Yeah, let's wheel of shame it. Do me a favor, finish this off real quick. Fuck it. Yeah, that's fine, but could you go put the log in? And hopefully they don't go this way first. Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world if they did, but it'd be better if they did this one, and then we move down here and get this one. Which I'm not going to set these for demolition, because they might do that before putting in the thing, which would be not ideal. Resources, buildings? No. Resources seems to be the miscellaneous. Oop, wrong way. Are we paused? Why are we paused? Alrighty. Finally starting to get somewhere. Let's put you all in there. Perfect. Alright, so I've got 99 science. At this point, can I build, or can I unlock these? Now I can. Do I need to unlock anything else? Forester would be nice. I think it's more important to get the Forester started as early as possible, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock him. Yeah, that gets the vast majority of where I want that to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some... so what I do is I plant this oak specifically because it produces a lot, right? So I plant that in most of this, and then what I'm also going to do... Well, first I'm going to put down some people to get the damn wood. 1, 2, 3, I think I'll do. And then we'll do... Not cut trees, my bad. Well, yeah. We'll mark that for cutting. And we'll mark this for cutting. And just in case it'll bother anybody, we'll do that. Alright, let's go ahead and plant. The pine seems to do pretty good in terms of how fast it produces versus how much wood we get when it does produce. Alright, and then we'll just let that happen for now. Let's have you prioritize. Nah, just do what you're gonna do. And then we're gonna... Yeah, just in case there are any dead trees that aren't marked for cutting, we'll go ahead and replant those as well. Not plant crops. We'll do that real quick. Alrighty then. Yeah, so we're just waiting on the logs for that. Which is good. All good. Here comes the water. Nope, now there's no point. Thanks anyway. just trying to see... Yeah, we'll do that. How many blocks across this is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only need 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and undo you and you. And then just in case, at some point I'm going to fill these in with levees, but for right now I'm just going to leave it. Have we produced planks? We've produced planks! Oh, look at them. Beautiful. Alright. Oh. Okay, so now the question becomes, did that replant and they removed it, or did that just replant? Still this whole ass row here. We'll find out. Perfect. Excellent. Oh, I never even... Whoops. My bad. Okay, rotate. Alright, so we're gonna be done with this episode in a little bit here, but do not worry. I will be back with some more of this, now that this one went okay. Yay. Did anybody ever get into here? Whoop. Actually, let's go ahead and... you know, we'll turn that up a little bit. Yeah, let's just put that back where it was. Alright. Hey, you better not be climbing that damn window. My cat will climb the window screen. But I have all the windows open right now because I'm trying to make a fucking cross breeze in here so the outside temperature can become the inside temperature, because right now the inside temperature is 85. Yay, desert. Okay, I think I am gonna... I don't need to unlock anything else, so I'm gonna go ahead and unlock these. And set up for... well, I'll need that later, I guess. Oop, damn it. Sure, why not? That's reachable, right? Good. Yeah, that's already set to a little bit lower than a dam, because supposedly the dams are 0.75. See how far they can get this. Tick-a-taka, tick-a-taka. Let's up your hours a little bit. Sorry, guys. I think as long as they, like, physically get into a house at night, it doesn't matter, so... Unless that increases the amount of resources that they need, I'm not worried. Going yet. One more workspace. Am I stupid? I want to know. There's an empty workspace. Oh, whatever. Hard to decide which one of these I want to prioritize, because I think they're about equal in how much I need them. But at least we know it's another drought, so at that point we can get this done and be able to shunt everything off in that. Would it go that way? Hang on, if it just came in here, but got stopped. Yeah, it would just go that way, wouldn't it? I don't trust it. I want to have the plan B just in case. Worst case scenario, this just... That was either a fire truck or somebody screaming. I hope it was a fire truck. Alright. Oh. This is gonna be where I leave you for now. As always, thank you for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate having you here, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, night, whatever it is. Bye!